Hello, my name is Nura Weda, and today I am going to talk about my final project in pharmaceutical organic chemistry, which is the novel drug design for heart failure. So, first, heart failure is when the heart cannot pump enough blood for the body needs like oxygen and nitrogens. So, this causes tenderness, shortness of breath, and swelling in the legs. There are many causes that can lead us to heart failure, like high LDL cholesterol, high blood pressure, and coronary artery disease, and many more. So today we're gonna talk about the LDL cholesterol. First, cholesterol is a waxy fat-like substance that is important for metabolism. However, a very high levels of LDL cholesterol can lead us to a heart disease, which is harmful. So the LDL stick to the walls of the arteries and make them narrow. This reduces blood flow to the heart and can cause heart attack, which later may lead to heart failure. There is no clear symptoms for the LDL cholesterol. However, this is why it's important to keep checking with the doctor, because there's no any clear symptoms. However, there is risk factors that includes the poor diet, if we don't exercise, if we smoke, if we have obesity, or if we have a family history about high cholesterol. All of these risks can lead us to LDL high cholesterol. So now we're gonna talk about the biochemical process of the LDL. The process happens in the liver. That's the first thing. So, the cholesterol is made by the enzyme HMG-CoA reductase. LDL particles carry cholesterol in the blood. When LDL is too high, it enters artery walls and become oxidized. These MU cells, called macrophages, they try to clean it. However, they turn into form cells. These form cells form fatty plugs that lead us to the LDL that is, as we see here, it stick to the artery and prevent the blood flow, as it's shown in the picture here. So now the target. The main drug targets in heart failure are AT1R receptor, which controls blood pressure, and LDL receptor pathway, which controls cholesterol. Both targets can be blocked by small molecules or peptides, and this can help reduce heart stress and slow heart failure. Now about the history of the drug development. In the past, heart failure was treated with diuretics and dialysis. Modern drug includes ACE inhibitors, beta blockers, and statins. These drugs these drugs work, but still have problems like low bioavailability, side effects, and resistance. This is why we need a new peptide-based drugs that are more stable and effective. So now we're gonna go to our drug lead. So the drug lead here is tetrapeptide TRPALA-ASP-ASN. So the chemical activity comes from hydrogen bonds, aromatic stacking, and polar groups that make it soluble. And the biological activity, it's the ability to interact with AT1R or the LDL pathway, which may help the heart failure. But the molecule is unstable. It can break down by hydrolysis, oxidation, or light. So the properties, we have 450 Da with also log P from 1 to 2 soluble. The Lipixin and Weber mostly pass, only a little high in hydrogen donors. And the physiochemical, it's soluble but low permeability may need protection. The structure is similar to other peptide drugs like pentagastarin. It has important pharmacophores, enidol, carboxyl, and amide group. So we need to do modification for stability so that the drug will be more stable. First, we can replace the amide with a methylamine to make it strong against hydrolysis. Or we can replace the TRP enidol with benzimidazole. Okay, so it will be more stable to UV light, like it's shown here. And we can replace also the TRP enidol to pyridyl, which is resistant to oxidation. These changes also make the molecular harder for enzyme to break down, so it lasts longer in the body. So now the final optimized molecular. The new modified tetrapeptide TRP ALA CH2NH ASAP. So this molecular is now resisted hydrolysis, light damage, and oxidation. It is more drug-like and still keep it important pending future. So for conclusion, heart failure is a serious global disease. Certain drugs are useful but have many limits. My peptide lead is esoteric changes, is more stable and drug-like. The next step are docking students, lab experiment, and more optimization to check if it can really work as a treatment. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you like it.